Hey everybody, Edo here, and first and foremost, Happy New Year. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday or break, spent time with friends, family, just a great close to 2023. And now, heading into 2024, I wanted to make this video about 5 things you can do to jumpstart your game making this year. And in particular, I wanted to come up with a list of things that you could effectively do now or in the next few weeks or maybe months to sort of get in the groove and get rolling. These aren't New Year's resolutions, but not everything has to start on January 1st. These are just things that you can just keep in mind and do that I think will help you get going. So first, play some games, and in particular, play some new games. They don't have to be brand new, like the latest hotness, but new to you. Whether it's games that you've wanted and had on your shelf of shame or your list, whether it's a new genre you haven't played of games or a different group of people, or maybe you've been playing a lot of board games, play some video games, whatever. But go out or at home and just play games. If you want to be a writer, you need to read. If you want to be a game maker, you need to play. And I think if you want to level that up, I mean, just playing is enough. But if you want to level that up as you play, taking the time to think about the presentation of the game, the look, the theming, the components, the rules, the play, the mechanics, and the sort of dissect as you go, you can certainly do that and drive a lot of value from that. But just play. Play, play, play. And hopefully you played over break too. So you may have already completed this first step. So number 2 I have is connect. And there's a couple of different ways to think of it. But one, first, connect with the community. Connect with the community of game makers. You can do this online, whether it's some Facebook groups or Reddit or BGG. You can also connect with people who are local to your area and maybe go to a group or a proto spiel that's more of an event, but just hang out with some local game makers or developers. You can also, even if they're not local, you may know people from the community already, and you could set up a phone call, have a Skype or a Zoom or whatever, a Google Hangout. Talk with people who are as passionate as you are about making games, learn about what they're doing, tell them about what you're doing, and just get back in that mix of engaging with that community. It's really valuable, caring community, and there's an opportunity for you to connect with them. A different side of connecting is connect with your audience. What do I mean by your audience? Well, you're making games, and maybe you haven't made your game yet, maybe you have, or you have multiple games, but spend time to get to know the people who play your games, who really like your games. If you haven't made it yet, think about who you're making it for and go find those people. If you're making it for yourself, identify who you are and how you like to play and find people with like hobbies or like game, likes. By meeting, playing, talking with people who are effectively your audience and the players who enjoy your game, you'll get just a better appreciation for what they like, what's new, what's on their mind, how they're experiencing stuff. And for sure, it'll improve how you design, it will improve how you connect or market or go on and sort of sell or tell folks about your games. That kind of connection with the players is huge. It's huge and hugely valuable. Find a time to connect with the people you think or expect or are playing your games. All right. So this is a fun one. For number 3, this is sort of getting the game making going. 1, revisit an old design of yours. Something or an old game. Something you made in the past. It could be something that was released, something that was sort of has been on the shelf. And think about it. Think about it critically. Think about what went well, what didn't went well, what design problems you were having, how they were going. Don't go get your magnum opus. Don't try to solve the 10-year project. That's not what I'm talking about. Just find something from your past and engage with it. Think about it. And it's not about making it. It's not that you're suddenly going to do it. This is more about just thinking about yourself as a game maker in the past, thinking about what you did and why, how you've changed, what you would have done differently, what you could do now, and just get the juices flowing. It's a fun way to do it. On the opposite side, just make a new game. And let me say this differently. Don't try, it's not, you have games in motion. This isn't about adding another iron to the fire. This is more like just spend an afternoon, an evening, a weekend, just putting something together. Maybe you're just messing with a mechanic. Maybe you think through some thematic links. Like, just think about something new and fresh and different. Don't try to make it into the next big thing. Just have some fun and make something new and creative. And maybe it is something you take forward, but it's also just getting you warmed up and moving you in that direction. So both of those, I think, are really rich ways to re-engage that part of your brain. Another one that I think is super valuable outside of that range is just learn a new skill. It can be small or big. It can be board game related or not. It could be about learning how to, I'm going to learn how to use the Game Crafter and upload some files. I'm going to learn how to use this graphic design tool. I'm going to, I'm going to learn how to box. Like, I don't know, whatever, just something new and different where you're going to learn and go through that initial arc of engaging a new skill, learning it, and hopefully if it's something useful, you can take it forward. But again, you're just sort of getting your brain working and moving and hopefully pulling, meeting some new people and engaging. But I do think that idea of like learning how to do something you didn't know how to do before is really fantastic and very different than the creative side of, working on a game. Lastly, I think a great thing to do, whether it's for a company or as an individual, as a game maker, is set some goals for yourself for 2024. They don't have to be New Year resolutions, but sit down and think about what you're trying to accomplish, what you'd like to do, what you'd like to get out of the year, and write them down. There's this very robust system called OKRs, or Objectives and Key Results. It's a little bit more formal corporate speak, but I did do a large video on it where I talked about how to think about it and engage with it. That's something, I'll link it so you can check it out. But really, it's sort of, how can you think about some North Star high-level things that you're looking to try and accomplish? And then what are some steps to get you there? You don't have to, it doesn't have to be grandiose, but set in motion some goals, aspirations, things to work through, and that should hopefully take you through these warm-up exercises of 1 through 4 into getting you on track to have a really fantastic 2024 making games. Super interested in hearing all about it. If you want to add things to the comments, it's appreciated. But otherwise, I hope to see folks making games. Anyway, thanks a lot. Bye. Hey everybody, Edo here, and thanks for watching Gaming with Edo. Reviews over here on this playlist, League and Insider videos over here on this one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But most importantly, play some great games. Thanks.